In this house, we top our steaks with more steak. Needs a good side, and I think every good steak needs a side of steak.
Well, things that I have to look forward to, although trying to maintain a diet in this household with kids and with parents that cook and whatever the hell they want, it's kind of hard.
So I did a standard grilled steak, and then I made.
Oh, that is art right there, homie. That is art.
I took a I took a big chunk of chuck roast, and I like thin sliced it, and then I marinated it in mirin and soy sauce, and a little bit of gochujang.
Yes, you can do soy sauce on the carnivore diet, Nico. You want to probably do it sparingly, but yeah, I use soy sauce as well. Pretty much, you can use a lot of.
Nico, you need to cut out the soy. That's how you're gonna become a big man.
What you don't want is anything with sugar, natural or not. You don't want sugar. You don't want carbs.
Like the alcohol is not good for me. This turns into sugar in my blood. Like that's all.
Yeah,
it really
I mean,
does.
even on a carnivore diet, occasionally I'll drink. But when I do drink, I do straight vodka because that's like the least bad one on carnivore diet.
Oh, and I wasn't saying you had medications, Miss Sparkles. I was saying don't medicate with alcohol. Like don't use alcohol as a medication. That was what I was warning against.
Or if you're gonna use alcohol as a medication, make sure you've got a personality to go along with it. Like you're like a biker or something like that.
Yeah, it fits myself, who I am. And these are funny though, because like I've got my dad, right, and he, like most genetically similar to me, I would say, where he goes carnivore and literally his allergies disappear, his diabetes disappears, everything like medically is looking great for him. Blood pressure's dropped, everything. And then I got my my uncle who goes vegetarian, and everything, all of his like his cancer goes away, everything just fixes in his body. So it's just like, was it you, Serranos, or was it someone else who was like, I think it's just because you're eating good food when you go onto these kind of diets, but like I think there's something too, like different bodies just need different things.
No, it's carbs are generally not good for humans.
Yeah. Carbs, like they're only like, so I have one cheat
over
day
reliance
week, right?
on carbs.
And
you do one cheat a week.
Yeah, I do one, and usually on that cheat day I only do one cheat meal. And so I was doing some Christmas shopping on Friday, or on Monday, I mean, which is my cheat day. And I was like, you know what? I'm already out. I'm already spending money. Get me a pie. And dude, like it wrecked me. It felt good to eat. It was like, yeah, let's get some bread. I haven't had bread in a week, and it felt good to eat, but just it wrecks me. I end up passing out real early. I wake up not feeling great, and it takes like a day or two for it to kind of cycle through and for me to feel normal again. But
we had a Christmas party where we did like a white elephant Christmas party and everything, and I was like, ooh, that cookie looks really good. I ate that cookie. Dude, I woke up at like 3 a.m. It was like the sweats, like, oh, I'm dying. Like when you introduce something, your body's like, I shouldn't have this after you haven't done it for a while. It tries to kill you. It's like,
dude,
stop
absolutely.
this.
I remember first, Miss Sparkles says, hello, Corner Man. Hi, Miss Sparkles. My name's Leon. Nice to meet you. Yeah, no, I remember after so when I first started doing carnivore, I went the first 2 or 3 weeks with no cheating at all, just to get my body adjusted to it. And so I was like, all right, my first cheat day. I don't like sweets to begin with. I've never had much of a sweet tooth. It's always been just like bread and whatnot has been my vice. But I was like, you know what? I'm kind of feeling a sweet tooth. I'm going to order a shake. And I went to Steak and Shake and I got a shake, and I felt like death that whole night. And again, I don't eat sweets very often, even when I'm not doing a diet. But man, doing just a regular strawberry shake just made me want to die.
Okay. Now that I have people with color vision, do you see the number 20 on my screen right now?
No, I don't.
No. I see 22, 21, 10, 3, 16, 8, 13. I mean, I'm pretty good with numbers, but I don't see 20.
So let's make this as big as I can, I guess. There's 4 in the middle here where the number is printed in like a ghost number on top of it. And I went in and I was like, oh gosh, I can't see it.
Huh. Wait a minute. 23, 21.
I had to like deduce.
This is 19.
Because I finally figured out I could read the others, and there is no 25 in an advent calendar.
The heck is 20? Is this 20?
Okay, can you guys see
There's
20
the
now?
24.
No.
Yeah, you see the 24.
I see
Not
the
only is
24.
it printed ghosted, but it's also like underneath the word spirits. Like
Yeah.
I had no chance. I had no
Is this
chance.
supposed to be a 20? I'm gonna pretend this is a 20. Cause you don't yeah, it's gotta be. Cause you don't do 25. 25 is Christmas. Okay, cool. Yes!
I love
It's
this one.
my huckleberry.
I love the huckleberry vodka that I've been
Major rollers are me.
never.
You
Those
never
are my
go another
huckleberries.
way.
And then this was today. I'm telling you, man, these steak shorts have been just killing it in the numbers too. Like I normally get up to 1,000, but like within an hour, these steak shorts have just been like 2,000 views immediately.
That's
Dude, yeah.
Steak's a
Oh,
pretty good meat, but
I
you gotta
honestly, so I've not been posting about my carnivore stuff, but one time I did, and it was I made ribs, and I posted a short that was just me just sliding the bone out from the rib, just show how perfect I had done. And I slow mode it and put this music, and I was like, "That's how you do it, boys." And just that short, man, it shot up there. I was like, "Yeah."
People love food shorts, dude. They're so big.
needs a good side, and I think every good steak needs a side of steak.
Looks like lungs if you smoke.
It does, but it doesn't taste like it.
Oh, dude, I did bacon wrapped steak burgers today for carnivore, and it just it hit so good. I'm doing T-bone tomorrow night.
All right, I think it's time to look at next season's anime.
It definitely is. And now
There
the
we
anime
go.
guy's here, we can talk about it. I can hear him adjusting the mic.
I
Getting
hear
set
him
up.
doing his little screw beep 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 beep.
Carnivore diet is a thermogenic effect of protein. This means your body uses more energy and produces more heat to digest protein-rich foods. It's amazing. I eat so much, and I have not had the amount of full that I feel if I was eating other foods, even if I was eating good foods like veggies and stuff, the amount of full that I am if I was doing that I would be gaining 4 or 5 pounds. Because when I've bulked in the past,
that's exactly the thing. Like, I don't remember the first time I was on this show, but like, if you go back to my first appearance on here compared to where I'm at now, you will see a tremendous difference in like my weight, specifically like in my face and whatnot. I mean, I've been doing this for 6 months, give or take, and I have lost 50 fucking pounds.
That's
geez,
huge. I did know.
Nice.
Yeah, I've noticed that you're thinner, but I didn't notice that much.
50 pounds. Jeez.
Yeah, I
Holy
went
cow.
from 182. I weighed 182 when I started doing carnivore, and I am now 136.
How tall are you?
5'8".
Taller than you.
I say that's
Holy
pretty low,
cow.
actually. Yeah.
You're down there with the lightweight and the tiny flyweights there.
Yeah. What I'm a welterweight or weatherweight, featherweight. I'm a featherweight motherfucker.
featherweight.
Yeah.
How heavy do you think I am, Serranos?
I mean, you're probably about the same as me, actually. You're probably about the 180 range.
I am.
Well, real quick, with
192.
your height,
That's
I'm just
pretty
gonna guess. Your height, you're probably what, 5'11" to 6'1"?
I'm 5'11", yeah.
5'11". Okay, so I'm gonna guess
Thought I
that
said,
you
like,
are
5'10", yeah.
180.
He just said what he was.
I'm 192.
Oh, I didn't hear that. Sorry, 192. Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
See, for you, you've got a solid 3 inches on me. So 192.
I'm
That's not bad
finally-
at all. You've also got a lot of muscle because you do a lot of active stuff. So.
I'm actually like pressing like 140 now, so it's like,
That's
yay!
good.
I'm about to press. Like I'm on my way to pressing my body weight. That's like my goal, right?
Well,
There
see,
you
and that's
go.
where so I hadn't been working out on the diet because I wanted to see how much I could lose with just the diet alone. I didn't want to introduce too many variables, but I think I've gotten to the point where I'm more or less plateaued. So I've started working out. So I'm probably gonna be
I
gaining.
don't
weight
think there's
as
any
I
reason
grow
you
up.
lose more weight. Yeah.
Hold on,
I
everybody.
think
Hold
that's
on, hold on,
totally
hold on. Cheers, Miss Sparkles.
Whoa,
190
look at
down.
you.
Woo!
Go, bro.
Great.
Holy shit!
Woohoo!
fine. You lost to Leon.
You lost me.
Yeah.
You took me off
You lost
of
a
you.
plane.
That
Discarded
is
it.
incredible. Congratulations. Seriously, as somebody that like genuinely cares about fitness and thinks that fat people are the scourge of the earth, excellent work.
Congratulations.
That is
All right,
awesome.
Brandon.
Yeah, that's so much healthier too.
Yeah. Well, things that I have to look forward to, although trying to maintain a diet in this household with kids and with parents that cook and whatever the hell they want, it's kind of hard.
Yeah.
But I'm still doing good. I haven't put it back on. I'm still hovering around 310 right now, but I need to get back down to about 250, and my 6'2" frame will be perfectly happy with that. And
Yeah, that's okay.
Not putting stuff on during the holidays is so difficult. Like
Yes.
I would work out like crazy during the summers and whatnot, and the springs. I used to be a gym rat, and I would do
That's what I
great
used to
in the
do.
spring and summer. And then during the winter, I would just gain like 30 pounds because I'm doing Christmas baking with my grandparents, and I'm just I just
It's hard. Yeah, it's definitely hard to not do that, but my biggest thing right now is my right knee is starting to feel a little Don't blame the holidays you were fat in August. Yes, that unfortunately it does apply to me. Unfortunately,
I love this that dog. He's just like,
All right,
put this
so-
on the holidays.
I have been out of most things. I've been way too busy with my day job. So what's been discussed? And actually, let me ask you real quick.
We hadn't started on this anime stuff yet. We talked about waifus and we talked about the rankings of shows from this
So
season.
Leon and I
Okay.
were talking Boy and the Heron over with Lofty, and it
Yeah,
was
how
just
was
such
that?
such a good like chat that we just kept rolling into this one. Boy and the Heron's fantastic. As soon
Okay.
as you
It
can
really
see it,
is.
watch it.
I definitely will. I wanted to over this past weekend, but having kiddo around and everything else, I just didn't have the time. I just
Mhm.
ran out of time. Although looking at the current season, I still got to finish Helk. A few behind on it. Got to finish the Disgraced Noble Lady, and we've only got 1, 2, 3, 4 shows left for this season that are done this season. So I've still got Spy Family, Goblin Slayer, Shield Hero, S Rank Adventure, and Naughtiness. And I was shocked. I thought I saw something poll that was done of the most popular anime of the season in Japan. S Rank Adventure, I think, was number 2. If I was reading the Romanji naming scheme correctly, I was kind of surprised that one was the one.
From a poll or from a viewership status? Because I think
From a
viewership
poll.
status, it's not up
Yeah,
there at all.
viewership
Yeah.
viewership status is the stuff that typically goes really high. Your Detective Conan's he always pulls in a high number. Spy Family
Well,
pulls in a decent
Freyren
number.
being number
And Freyren
2
pulls
is
in a
amazing.
huge number. Yeah, Freyren has been just slaughtering everything.
Yeah, I would say more so outside of like the anime fan thing. Freyren is doing gangbusters.
Yeah, it really has. But steak on steak. Steak and more steak. See, I love
Yeah,
steak, but if I eat
steak
too
with a
much
side of
steak, I start
steak.
getting the meat sweats. So
I've never heard of that.
if I have too much meat,
I've heard of it. I've just never had it.
Yeah. Let's see. The last time that I think I had it, I probably had eaten about, I would say about 1.5 pounds. So about 30 ounces is about my tipping point for a combination of meat.
Mm.
And the largest steak that I've ever had was at least about 24 ounces is about the biggest that I've been able to do without a problem.
Interesting.
But
when Serranos got here, we went and we had Korean barbecue. So it was just order meat.
It was
and
all
stick
it was
on the
only
grill.
meat.
and just
I'd like
keep
tried
eating
to
Oh,
load
dude,
with the
that's what I
kimchi or
did
whatever,
for
but it's like
my,
it was all meat.
Korean
So
barbecue's
that's
delicious.
exactly what I did for my birthday because like I was trying to back in July, and my dad always takes me out and he's like, "Hey, what do you want to do?" And I'm like, "I gotta find a restaurant that's carnivore because even though it's my birthday,
Yeah.
I'm taking it seriously. I don't want to cheat." And I was like, "Look, there's a Korean barbecue place, but I don't want to have you shell out that sort of money."
yeah.
He's like, "Nah, let's go. I know the place you're talking about. Let's do it." And it was one of those where you cook it yourself, just like they do in the anime. You throw it on the open flame. It's all you can eat. And I was like, "Oh, dude, we just went ham." I guess pun accidentally intended there. Going crazy with the meats. It was so great.
I feel some of the weakest stuff was the super thin like beef because we overcooked it.
All right, here's
Well,
the question.
Do they do bulgogi, the one that you went to?
Yep.
Oh, that's my
Did we have
favorite.
that? I don't know. I didn't keep track of the
we
names.
get the beef bulgogi. It was the saucy beef one.
That
Oh
sounds
yeah, okay. I
delicious.
love that one. That was
That is my
delicious.
favorite at Korean barbecue.
Yeah,
is
that
beef
was
bulgogi.
so good. It had
Plus,
just the right amount of spice. On it.
Everyone can eat their own diet. Like there's
Yeah.
veggies and side dishes. There's all kinds
Yeah,
of
you can
stuff.
just throw them on the grill if you want to. Yeah.
All right, so for the carnivore diet,
Yep.
what does it all entail? Because I've heard of it, but I've never dug into it.
So it's the obvious is meat, like
Mhm.
any sort of steak, beef, pork, chicken, fish,
Fish.
any kind of shellfish as well. all of those sort of like when an animal eats a plant, then you get plant-based meat. That's what you're eating. I am also eating eggs. That's something you can usually add to it. Though some people
I didn't
don't.
do eggs for the first couple months. I was letting my body adjust to just meat only. Then after a couple months, I added eggs and cheese to mine as well.
Yeah, cheese is the
I'm
other
such a
one
big
that you
egg
can
guy. I
have.
love eating eggs.
Okay.
Yeah,
that
dude,
you
means
gotta
I
be
love-
careful with
meat
cheese.
stuffed omelets.
Yeah, I can
if-
do all that stuff. So
If you're like kind of hungry, you're like, ooh, I want kind of a snack. I could use a chip or I could use some chips. Rather than eating a piece of like cheese that kind of satisfies that, having literally a tablespoon of butter fixes that craving immediately, and you don't crave it anymore, and you get way less calories than if you were to eat a piece of cheese or
It's kind of
actually
weird how
eat
it
the
works,
chips.
isn't it, too?
Yeah.
Well, so
No, it's the fat
eating
content,
a
yeah.
thing of butter is great. Also, what I do, so you know how you can buy those packages of pepperonis? I also keep
Oh,
those
yep.
around the
Yeah,
house.
those
I
around.
just pop pepperonis like chips. I eat, a couple handfuls. I feel good, and then because I also only do just one meal a day typically, and then I have and that's just because it's not for the diet purposes. I've always just only eaten about one meal a day.
And that also helps with the sodium too, because that was the one thing I noticed the first week was I wasn't really like retaining as much water as I usually do. Like I was feeling really dehydrated and stuff. And having like a little bit of like pepperonis and stuff that have a high sodium content really helped that.
And then when it comes to beverages, I drink exclusively water, green tea, and I have one sugar-free soda a day, give or take.
Yeah, I've gotten off the soda, so I'm good
Yeah.
there.
Good.
You're good.
Last time
Yeah,
that I had it was terrible.
just whether it be regular water, vitamin water, and I make sure the vitamin water is sugar free. But yeah, mostly water and green tea. You can have honey on the carnivore diet. I don't do it often, but if you're craving something sweet, if you just had to have something sweet,
Yeah,
honey
what else? What else would you put in your eyeballs?
Yeah, exactly.
Jelly.
I
don't
eye
be chilling my
jelly.
eyeballs, but I do snort hot sauce when my sinuses are bad. If I need to clear out my sinuses, I just hot sauce in the hand and do a bump. Oh, it clears you right out. Not even joking.
we
I can
use
imagine
Chinese
it would,
mustard.
yeah.
We do Chinese mustard for that.
Yeah, Chinese mustard will. Yeah, that'll clean out everything,
Yep.
both both up top and down below. But anyways, that sounds good. I think I could do that. But
And the
kids and your
craziest
family,
part
it's
is
hard.
you feel full and you're like, wow, I'm full. And then maybe later in the day you'll actually have like a dinner craving or something, but like you can go an entire day feeling full, but you ate so much food. You're like, holy crap.
Yeah, I ate dinner 5 hours ago. It was one single quarter-pound burger patty that I made myself, bacon wrapped. I'm feeling a-okay. I got no inclination to eat nothing, and 5 hours of just one burger patty, wrapped in bacon like that. You wouldn't think that would fill you up, but I'm completely satisfied.
Do you
That's
guys
awesome.
have a Costco near you?
Yeah, I've got a Costco here, but
Okay.
I typically try to avoid that place like the plague.
Wait, really?
Let's just say not my favorite place to go, but I do have Costco, so I can go there. Yeah.
So you can get an entire New York roast for like $50 to $80, and then you can cut that up into I believe 20 steaks.
Yeah,
so you
were
get
mentioning
like
that.
yeah, your steaks are suddenly like $250 a piece. And it's the way to like if you really want to be able to like be set, if you got a freezer, if you got a vacuum sealer or something. And then
do.
pork's even better. You can get a whole like pork loin for like $18 over around here, and then chop that little bitch into like a roast, and then 20 steaks, and you're not killing the budget while at the same time you're eating all this great steak.
Yeah, that's right. For Halloween, I in fact here I'll just pull a picture of it up on my Instagram and share my screen because for Halloween I was like it obviously you want to make something for the holidays, enjoy yourself and whatnot, but also you want it to be you want to stick with the diet. Let me here we go. I'll show you what I did in terms of let's see how you share screen. Here it is. So I did a pork loin. And then I just wrapped it in bacon, so it looked like a sandworm, so like a Mongolian death worm. And so pork loin wrapped in bacon, and that was my Halloween, Halloween
There
meal.
you go.
All right. So as far as sides go, something I know, like with ketchup and that, they have a little bit of sugar, the high fructose in it.
Can't do ketchup. I do occasionally use sugar-free barbecue sauce.
Okay.
But yeah, no ketchup. Ketchup's got sugar
How about
in it.
steak sauce?
So I make my own. Okay, you ready? You ready for this one?
Yeah.
It is 50% Worcestershire, 50% apple cider vinegar, and then every spice you like to put on your steak, like
I
some
was gonna
salt,
assume it was like
some
pureed
pepper,
steak.
paprika, chili powder, and then just kind of boil it for a little bit, and you make this. It'll be really runny unless you add like a starch to it, but
Yeah, to
just
thicken it.
leave it runny, and then just sort of like dip your steaks into it like it's an au jus. That is the freaking best.
I don't sauce my steaks to begin with. My thought process is that if you're making a steak, it should be good enough to eat without a sauce. Like, if burger, you want those some barbecue sauce on a burger, on some ribs.
But for
I totally
ribs
get
or
that,
something,
but-
like,
oh yeah, for ribs, yeah. I
you
make
do
my
what
own
I
sauce
just did for
as
ribs.
well.
It is golden. For
It's-
steaks, what you start doing is you make compound butters. So you soften your butter, you throw it in a bowl, you add rosemary, thyme, garlic,
All your
salt,
spices,
pepper,
yeah.
and then stir that up. I've tried like 20 different types at this point, and that classic rosemary, thyme compound butter is still just the best one. I don't see a reason not to just do that one over and over again.
Yeah, I use a I keep just because I enjoy cooking in general. It's my favorite hobby, even when I'm not on a sort of carnivore diet or whatnot. And so I've got like I keep a lot of just cool, unique spices around the house. I've got so many different kinds of salt around the house. So you can use salt, salt, garlic, and pepper. You can do so much with various salts, garlics, and peppers. Yeah, like rosemary, thyme, all that sort of thing. Like Blaine was saying, you can get some good butter bases, and it's just so.
Makes it
Carnivore
easier.
is not as limiting as it sounds. When someone hears, "Oh, all meat," how do you not get tired of that? Because I can go a month and have a different meat dish every month based on flavor wise, just because I know how to cook. Like if you know how to cook, carnivore is easy.
So that would work for me. That would be easy for me to do. But my problem is if I was to do that, I don't think I could get the wife to do it because she gets so tired of food so easily.
Yeah, so waifu is not on the full carnivore, but what has changed is she now is buying only the veggies that she wants for her side salad, only the veggies that she wants for her side dish, which has opened her up to things that like, I don't like putting fruit in my salads. I never have been. I don't get
neither
it.
do I.
Like,
That's
why would
stupid.
you put sweet in there? So now she can have her like fruit salad. So it is actually opened up her ability to eat all the things that she would just make on her own, while I'm still having like the main dish, and I'll just double portion basically whatever the main dish is, and she'll have the main dish.
I'd say like peaches and fruit salad's pretty good, or just any salad with fruit.
See, my
Get
problem
outta
is
here.
I like vegetables, and I like most of the vegetables that you get with steaks, like your onions, peppers.
I like
mushrooms and all
vegetables, but
that.
you don't do it with carnivore. Like you won't lose weight if you incorporate vegetables.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, like the vegetables, for whatever reason they react with the meat in a way that you don't lose it. The way you lose the weight is just exclusively meat. But again, I'm telling you, straight up success story. It works. Like I said, 50 pounds in 6 months. So
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
nothing to sneeze at.
And the first, like I was saying earlier, like that first week is kind of rough, and then after that, everything starts like fixing, and you feel better, and everything's great. If
it
you
fixed my sleeping
don't,
pattern, dude. Like
Yeah.
I usually cannot sleep. I have an awful sleeping issue. After a couple weeks on carnivore, I found myself sleeping like a baby.
Nice.
and your body will let you know after that week if it's not for you. If you happen to have like some weird mutation in your genes that says, "Oh, I need these other things," and you continue to feel bad in that second week, you'll have to just find like a different diet.
Take multivitamins.
Yeah.
I will say that I do take MIMS one a day every day just to get vitamins and whatnot I'd be missing. So
Same
I take ashwagandha and MIMS one a day.
You get them zinc pills, baby.
Hopefully there's zinc and MIMS one a day. I
There
don't.
it is.
Oh, there's some,
Okay.
yeah, but not a heavy dose of it. So, all right. Well, I'll definitely
Yeah.
have to see about that.